What's up, boys and girls? This is now the third time I'm recording this because I had issues with my mic and I had issues with my camera. Unacceptable. This stuff has to get out there. Okay? So do better, computer. I wanted to talk to you guys about what we have on the screen here. Academic publisher retracts over 11,300 papers and shuts down 19 journals as it is overwhelmed with fraud. And this is not by any chance the first time this has come out. I'm going to explain to you what this actually means. Academia is horseshit, people. Let me tell you a little secret. PhDs are long gone. And do you know why? Because back in the day, a long time ago, they had alchemy, which was being created, manifested, done. And then that eventually evolved into what we call chemistry, which was a very bad thing. Now, I know there's plenty of medicines out there like penicillin, this, that, and the other thing, but it should be you should use chemical medicine for when you really can't use a plant medicine. That's what you really should do. Dr. Sebi talks about this all the time. He used to. For every malady, there's a plant. And that's true, and that's how they used to live. But let me tell you about the PhDs. Besides the fact that they're taught chemical, which evolved from alchemical, instead of plant medicine, they have to deal with something called peer review. Peer review is when you write a paper, and then you have to, much like a doctorate, you have to present your argument and argue it to people. And then they decide, basically, does this make sense with us? Does this fit in with what we're talking about? There's no room for outside the box thinking. You're not going to find a Jordan Maxwell or a Manly P. Hall, Walter Russell, Nikola Tesla. You're not going to find any of these. You know why? Because everyone who changes the world is always, since the beginning, they're always self-taught. They're always like the kid that comes out of the woods understanding fluid mathematics completely. And what I wanted to just let you guys know is that they come out of the woods with the ability to change things because they're tuned and tapped in. These are the people who are all self-taught. Now, the peer review thing, right? It's expensive. It's fucking expensive. It's very expensive, by the way. And there's a glass ceiling for knowledge and thinking outside the box. And they lie all the time to push the agendas. Hence why this kind of article can go on for so long, right? How long do you think it takes to go through 13,000 papers or 11,300 papers and 19 journals to find out it's all bullshit? Academia has problems. The government wants your children to go through the K through 12 process. Remember, grade 12, right? That's the last one. That's when you graduate. That's when you step up. Okay? K through 12, just like the 12 zodiac signs, just like the 12 apostles, just like the 12 steps for Alcohol Anonymous. It's always 12. And then they go to their bullshit universities, they take out loans, and they pay them forever. Now, I've seen the analytics on my channel, so I know that most people that watch, there's like a fair distribution of female and male. I think it's 57% male that listen to this, but I also look at the analytics for the age group. I don't tread well with 0 to 10 or 10 to 20 really well. But when you get into your 30s, your 40s, and your 50s, that's where all my views come from. Because you all have life experience, and you all know what I'm talking about is true. That's why. So, we have issues with academia. Now, 20 years ago when I was in college, I didn't go to a private university, but a private university 20 years ago when I was in college, actually 23 years ago, I was a freshman. And basically, I didn't go to a private university, but for people who did, at the time I was in college, let's say like a year of Harvard or a year of like Syracuse or a year of, Penn State or whatever, it cost about $30,000. What's it up to now? 60, 70? Is that even possible? And do you see the kind of garbage that comes out of these universities? No. You guys are all special. You guys all have a secret magical talent. And I'm telling you this because I fully believe that, as Picasso said, the meaning of life is to find your gift. And the purpose of life is to give it away. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that is the meaning of life and the purpose of life. I think it was beautifully put. You guys all have gifts. You need to find them. Because whether your gift is going to be what generates you money in life or generates your happiness, or both, but basically everyone can be an expert at something. We all have that. We all have that inside us. It's just our need to find it. We just need to find it. And you guys can all do this too. This is why I break down my astrotheology so deeply, so simply for people, because I want them to do this themselves. I want them to start finding things. So just to let you guys know, stick with our community, the people they tell you to listen to. It's not always going to be on point.